Oh wait, is it rolling?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry. Hi there, I'm Mikaela, and I am trying to memory master for CC Cycle 3.
Alright, let's start with timeline. Sing the timeline
Okay.
song.
Wait, should I do the timeline?
Yes, do the timeline.
Timeline, this is my timeline. Timeline, this is my timeline. Timeline, timeline. We'll start at the beginning with the ages. Age of ancient empires, creation to circle 450 AD. Creation and the fall, the flood and the Tower of Babel. Mesopotamia and Sumer, Egyptians. 3000 BC, 3000 BC. Indus River Valley Civilization, Minoans and Mycenaeans. 7 wonders of the ancient world, patriarchs of Israel. 2000 BC, 2000 BC. Hittites, Canaanites, Cush, Assyrians, Babylonians, China's Shang Dynasty, Hinduism in India, Phoenicians and the alphabet, Olmecs of Mesoamerica, Israelites, Exodus and desert wandering, Israelites, conquest and judges. Greek Dark Ages, Israel's United Kingdom. 1000 BC, 1000 BC, early Native Americans. Israel divides into 2 kingdoms, Homer and Hesiod. Rome founded by Romulus and Remus. Israel falls to Assyria. Assyria falls to Babylon. Lao Tzu, Confucius, Buddha. Judah falls to Babylon. Temple destroyed. Babylon falls to Persia. Jews return and rebuild the temple. Roman Republic, Golden Age of Greece, Peloponnesian Wars. Persia falls to Alexander the Great. India's Mauryan Empire, mines of Mesoamerica, Punic Wars, Rome conquers Greece. Roman dictator Julius Caesar, Caesar Augustus and the Pax Romana, John the Baptist, Jesus the Messiah. Year 180, year 180, year 180, Pentecost and the early church. Persecution spreads the gospel. Herod's temple destroyed by Titus. Diocletian divides the Roman Empire. Constantine legalizes Christianity. India's Gupta dynasty. Council of Nicaea. Augustine of Hippo. Jerome completes the Vulgate. Visigoths Rome. The Middle Ages, circa 450 to circa 1500. Council of Chalcedon, a Western Roman Empire falls to barbarians. 580, Byzantine Emperor Justinian's. Benedict and monasticism. Mohammed founds Islam. Xanjan early Ghanaian Africa. Franks defeat Muslims at the Battle of Tor. Golden Age of Islam. Vikings raid trade. Japan Sea and period. Charlemagne crowns Emperor of Europe. Alfred the Great of England. Eric the Red and Leif Erikson, Norse explorers. Vladimir I of Kiev, Byzantine Emperor Basil II. 1080, East-West Schism of the Church, Northern Conquest and Feudalism in Europe, the Crusades, Zimbabwe, and early Mali in Africa, access of Mesoamerica, Francis of Assisi and Thomas Aquinas, Japan Shogun, Incas of South America, comes, rules the Mongols. England's Magna Carta, Ottoman Empire, Marco Polo's journey to China, the 100 Years' War, and Black Death, the Renaissance, China's main dynasty. Age of exploration, circa 1400 to circa 1600. Prince Henry founds School of Navigation, slave trade in Africa. Gutenberg's printing press, Shanghai in Africa. Tsar Ivan the Great of Russia, the Spanish Inquisition. Columbus sails to the Caribbean. 1580, age of absolute monarchs, circa 1500 to circa 1800. Protestant Reformation, the Spanish conquistadors in the Americas. Calvin's Institute of Christian Religion, Council of Trent. Baroque period of the arts, Japan's isolation. Jamestown and Plymouth Colony founded. 1580, age of enlightenment, circa 1650 to circa 1800. Hudson's Bay Company, first grade awakening, classical period of the arts, the 7 Years' War. Age of industry, circa 1760 to circa 1969. James Cook sails to Australia and Antarctica. American Revolution and General George Washington. Madison's Constitution and the Bill of Rights. French Revolution, the Second Great Awakening. Louisiana Purchase and the Lewis and Clark Expedition. Napoleon crowned Emperor of France. Liberation of South America. The War of 1812, the Missouri Compromise. Immigrants flocked to America. The Monroe Doctrine, romantic period of the arts. Cherokee Trail of Tears, U.S. westward expansion. Mars publishes the Communist Manifesto. The Compromise of 1850 and the Dred Scott Decision. U.S. restores trade with Japan. British Queen Victoria rules over India. Darwin publishes The Origin of Species. Lincoln's War between the states, reconstruction of the southern states, dominion of Canada. Otto von Bismarck unifies Germany. Boer Wars in Africa, the Spanish-American War, the Progressive Era, Australia becomes a Commonwealth, Mexican Revolution, World War I and President Wilson, Lenin and the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia, U.S. evangelist Billy Graham, modern period of the arts, the Great Depression and the New Deal, World War II and President Franklin D. Roosevelt, Stalin of the USSR and Captain Mexico, the United Nations formed, the Cold War, Gandhi and India's independence, Jewish state established Maoan Communist victory in China, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the Korean War, Martin Luther King Jr. and the Civil Rights Movement, Jim and Elizabeth Elliot, missionaries to Ecuador, the Antarctic Treaty, the Vietnam War, U.S. astronauts walk on the moon. Okay, I'm getting literal. Age of Information and Globalization, circa 1970 to the present. Watergate, President Nixon resigns. Fall of communism in Eastern Europe. European Union formed. Apartheid abolished in South Africa. 2080, September 11, 2001. Rising tide of freedom, rising tide of freedom. Timeline, timeline, I'm part of my timeline. Timeline, this is my timeline. Whoa!
Alright. You need to do the US presidents next.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, and Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, and Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, and Harding, Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, and Clinton, Bush, Obama, and Trump. It's for him we pray.
Alright, drink some water and we'll move on to history next, okay? Good job. You got that word perfect. Okay, tell me about Columbus.
In 1492, Columbus made the first of 4 trips to the Caribbean on 3 Spanish ships named the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria.
Tell me about the Pilgrims.
In 1620, the Pilgrims from Plymouth, England, signed the Mayflower Compact. Signed the Mayflower Compact before landing in Plymouth, Massachusetts.
Tell me about the Boston Tea Party.
In 1773, colonies dressed as Mohawks dumped tea from the British East Indian Company into the Boston Harbor.
Tell me about the Declaration of Independence.
In 1776, the Continental Congress published the Declaration of Independence in Philadelphia, announcing the colonists' intent to form a new nation. Woo! Intent to form a new nation. Woo!
Tell me about George Washington.
In 1789, in New York, George Washington was granted the full powers and responsibilities of the presidency by the U.S. Constitution.
Tell me about the Louisiana Purchase.
In 1803, the Purchase of Louisiana from France prompted westward exploration by pioneers such as Lewis and Clark and Congressman Davy Crockett.
Tell me about the War of 1812.
The War of 1812 gave confidence to the U.S. to write the Monroe Doctrine, warning Europeans not to attempt to colonize the Americas.
Tell me about the Missouri Compromise.
In 1820, Henry Clay worked out the Missouri Compromise, allowing Missouri to enter the Union as a slave state and Maine as a free state.
Tell me about the Compromise of 1850.
The Compromise of 1850, the took slave act, and the Dred Scott decision preceded the secessions of the southern states. Dun, 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 of the southern states. Dun, dun, dun,
Tell me about President Polk.
In 1853, after the Mexican War and the gas and purchase, President Polk's belief in the doctrine of manifest destiny was realized.
Tell me about the Civil War.
In 1861, the Civil War began when President Abraham Lincoln went to war with the southern states that had seceded from the Union.
Good. Tell me about General Robert E. Lee.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, in 1865, General Robert E. Lee surrendered to General Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia.
Tell me about the 14th Amendment.
In 1868, the 14th Amendment made former slaves U.S. citizens and paved the way for the Civil Rights Movement.
Tell me about tycoons.
During the late 1800s, tycoons like Vanderbilt, Rockefeller, Carnegie, and Swift fueled the nation's industrial age by developing American resources.
Okay, you need to sit down, okay, or you'll get out of the screen.
Okay.
Tell me about Theodore Roosevelt.
In 1898, Theodore Roosevelt and his Rough Riders defeated the Spanish at the Battle of San Juan Hill. While trying to help the Cubans win their independence,
Tell me about immigrants coming to America.
From 1820 to 1930, more than 37 million immigrants came to America seeking freedom and the opportunity cha-ching, to increase their personal wealth. Cha-ching. Okay, the camera is starting to freak me out because it looks like an eyeball is staring at me.
Tell me about President Wilson.
In 1917, President Wilson asked Congress to declare war on the Central Powers 2 years after German U-boats sank the Lusitania, killing American citizens.
Tell me about Pearl Harbor.
On December 7, 1941, the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, causing the U.S. to join the Allies in World War II.
Tell me about NATO.
In 1949, the U.S. and its allies formed NATO to resist the spread of Soviet communism.
Tell me about Brown versus Board of Education.
In 1954, in Brown versus Board of Education, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that the segregation of public schools by race is unconstitutional.
Okay, pronounce segregation.
Segregation. Don't tell me that's an X.
That's not an X. That's good. Tell me about U.S. astronauts.
In 1969, U.S. astronauts Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin were the first men to walk on the moon.
Tell me about September 11, 2001.
September 11, 2001, the World Trade Center in New York City was destroyed by Muslims, terrorists, beginning America's war on terrorism.
Tell me the preamble to the U.S. Constitution.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a perfect union, establish justice, and ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, and promote the general welfare, secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterities, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
Tell me about the Bill of Rights.
Bill of Rights, freedom, own guns, quartering, soldiers. Bill of Rights, warrant, cannot testify against self. Bill of Rights, right to a speedy trial, right to a jury, cruel, unusual punishment, people's rights and states' rights.
All right, stop being
Okay,
crazy.
great.
Okay, good job on history. Let's do geography.
Should there be a part 1 and 2?
Well, drink some water. Here's your geo tab.
Yay, geography.
Okay, turn to the black outline of your states and capitals.
I'm trying to get the page out. Oh no, I ripped my book. Just kidding.
Quickly.
Again, actually falls out of the way.
All right, start with New England. Let's go.
How am I gonna?
Just hold it up and point to me.
Augusta, Maine, Concord, New Hampshire, Boston, Massachusetts, Providence, Rhode Island, Hartford, Connecticut. I know.
Okay, Vermont.
Montpelier, Vermont, Albany, New York, Trenton, New Jersey. Is that a school ball? Huh. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Dover, Delaware.
Maryland.
Oh, brother. I get so many. Annapolis, Maryland, Richmond, Virginia, Charleston, West Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay, go on, Georgia.
What? Atlanta, Georgia, Tallahassee, Florida, Montgomery, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, Baton Rouge, Louisiana,
Michigan.
Lansing, Michigan, Columbus, Ohio, Indianapolis, Indiana, Frankfort, Kentucky, Nashville, Tennessee,
Okay, Wisconsin.
Madison, Wisconsin, Springfield, Illinois, Springfield, Illinois, Des Moines, Iowa, Jefferson City, Missouri, Little Rock, Arkansas, that's Illinois.
Minnesota.
St. Paul, Minnesota, Bismarck, North Dakota, Pierre, South Dakota, Cheyenne, Wyoming,
Hold the card up where I can see it.
Cheyenne, Wyoming, Lincoln, Nebraska,
Okay, Kansas.
Topeka, Kansas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Austin, Texas, Denver, Colorado, Santa Fe, New Mexico. I can't see everything. It's all upside down.
It's okay, Utah.
Salt Lake City, Utah, Phoenix, Arizona, Carson City, Nevada, Sacramento, California, Hawaii. It's actually supposed to be
Carson City, how do you pronounce the state?
Carson City, Nevada.
Good, okay. Let's see, Montana.
Helena.
Your hair's blocking the map.
Sorry. Helena, Montana, Boise, Idaho, Olympia, Washington, Salem, Oregon, Juneau, Alaska.
Good. Turn to your physical features of the United States.
Physical features.
Okay, hold it up where I can
Do
see
you mind
it.
if I can do it this way?
That's fine.
Can you
Okay.
see me?
I can see you, but I can see your fingers pointing to the map. All right, Appalachian Mountains, New
Do you have
England
to see me?
features. Well, we want to see where you're pointing to.
Okay.
Okay, I can see you now. All right, go.
Okay. White mountains, green mountains, Adirondack mountains, Allegheny mountains, yiddly, 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 yee-hoo.
Appalachian Mountains, southern features.
The Great Valley, Blue Ridge Mountains, Great Smoky Mountains, Cumberland Mountains, Mount Mitchell,
Western Mountains.
Rocky Mountains, Pikes Peak, Sierra Nevadas, Mount Whitney, and Mount Elbert.
Alright, Northwest Mountains.
Cascade Mountains, Mount Rainier, or Mountain Highlands, Mount McKinley.
Great Lakes.
The Great Lakes of the
Hold it still.
United States. Lake Huron, Lake Ontario, Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, Lake Superior, Niagara Falls. The Great Lakes of the United States.
Alright, bays.
There's the Chesapeake Bay, the Hudson Bay, San Francisco Bay, Puget Sound, Pamlico Sound, and the good old USA.
Rivers East. Rivers
Okay.
East.
St. Lawrence River, Ohio River, Mississippi River, Missouri River, Arkansas River.
Rivers West.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Colorado
That's right.
River. Is that an X?
No, that's not an X. Just keep going. You're right.
Colorado River, Red River, Rio Grande River, Columbia River, Great Salt Lake.
That's right. Trails.
Trails of the U.S. Cumberland Road, Santa Fe,
You're blocking the board.
Santa Fe Trail, Mormon Trail, Gila Trail, Spanish Trail, California Trail, and the Oregon Trail.
Very good. Canals.
A canal is a water reconstructed to connect larger bodies of water. Okay. Erie Canal, Pennsylvania Canal, Chesapeake and Ohio. Ohio and Erie, Miami and Erie, the Shepherd goes along the canal.
Territories and terrains.
Territories and terrains, eastern woodland plains, plateau, northwest coast, California, and Great Basin, and southwest.
Deserts.
Deserts. Mojave, Sonora, Colorado, Painted, Great Salt Lake.
Good. Prominent features.
Prominent features of the USA. Grand Canyon, Black Hills, Ozark Highlands, Lucky Finale Swamp, on a big rainforest. More prominent features of the USA. Mississippi Delta, Mammoth Cave, San Andreas Fault, Gulf of Mexico, Death Valley, we've seen them all.
Perfect. Very good job with your geography.
Okay,
Right.
here you go.
Okay, now let's do English next, alright? Tell me, take another sip of water. You can rest a little.
Okay.
Quickly. Is it English next? Yes, I think it's English. Okay, what's an infinitive?
An infinitive is to plus a verb used as an adjective or adverb.
Good. Let me see. Okay, what's a present participle?
A present participle is a verb plus ing used as an adjective or a verb. A
Past
past participle is a verb plus ed used as an adjective or a verb.
Good. Verb parts, principal parts.
Verb parts. Sing about a verb. Principal parts. Infinitive. Present. Past. Present participle. Past participle.
To be. Let's conjugate to be.
Let's conjugate to verb. Let's conjugate to be. To be. Be. Wait. Am. Is. Was. Were. Being. Been.
To do.
To do. Do, does, did, doing, done.
To rise.
To rise. Rise, rises, rose, rising, risen.
To raise.
To raise, raise, raises, raise, raising, raise.
To lay.
To lay, lay, lays, lane, laying, laying.
To lie.
To lie, lies, laid, laid, lying, laid.
Good. To set.
Oopsie. To set, wait, to set, setting, set.
Good. To sit.
To sit, setting, set. I'm
beat.
in sitting position.
To beat.
To beat, to beat, beating, beaten.
To break.
To break, breaks, breaking, broken.
To write.
To write, writing, written.
To shake.
To shake, shook, shaking, shaken.
Very good. To go.
To go, split, go. Is the
Sentence.
garbage truck here?
I don't know. Sentence part subjects. Focus, please.
The subject is that part of a sentence about which something is being said.
Subject. Sentence parts. Predicate.
Predicate is that part of a sentence which says something about the subject.
Sentence parts. Phrases and clauses.
A phrase is a group of words that does not contain both the subject and a verb and may be used as a single part of speech. A clause is a group of words that does contain both the subject and a verb.
What's an independent clause?
What's an independent clause? An independent clause expresses a complete thought like a sentence.
Subordinate clause.
Subordinate clause. Subordinate clause.
Subordinate clause.
Subordinate. A subordinate clause does not express a complete thought and cannot stand alone. Also known as a dependent clause. Subordinate clause. Subordinate clause.
Subordinate.
I keep saying it. It's just I'm a little quieter.
All right. 4 sentence structures.
Are simple, compound, complex, doing
What are the 7 sentence patterns?
subject, verb, direct object, subject, verb, predicate, nominative, subject, verb, predicate, active, yeah, subject, verb, indirect object, direct object, subject, verb, direct object, object, complement, noun, subject, verb, direct object, object, complement, adjective.
Perfect English.
And it's so cool. It took me forever to work on this.
Go sit down. I'm running out of memory on my card. Okay, math.
Memory?
Yeah, the memory stick is low. All right, let's do math. Skip count the 1s and 2s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
The
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 8.
Stop, slow down. You're going too fast.
20, 22, and 24. Do you want to hear some more?
3s.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and 27, 30, and we're done. 33, 36.
4s.
4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, and 48. Singing is really great.
Stop that, Mikaela. 5s.
I'll try to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
6s.
6, 12, 8. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 55, 60, 66, 72. We skip count the 6s, now let's count some more.
7s.
7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42 and 49, 56 and 63, 70, 77, 84,
8s.
8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48 and 56, 64, 72, 80 and 88, 96, and we're through with the 8s.
9s. I stop here. Nines?
Okay. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90, 99, 108.
Tens.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120.
11s and 12s.
11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99, 110, 121, 132.
12s.
12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, 120, 132, 144,
13s.
13, 28, wait, 13, 28,
Try again.
13, 28, wait, oh brother, 13, 28, 42.
Nope.
Gee.
That's 14s. You're singing 14s and starting with 13. What's 13 times 2? 3 times 2.
26.
Good.
39. 56.
Mm-mm.
Ugh.
You're mixing
53.
the 13s and the 14s up.
Oh, brother, this is nice.
You want to do 14s first?
Yeah.
We'll study 13s again. You need to know that better. 14s.
Worst nightmare.
Just keep counting the 14s, please.
14, 28, 42, 56, 70, 84, 90, 100, 12, 126, 140, 154, 160, and 182, 196.
You want to go back to 13s?
Mm-hmm.
13s. Do you want to do that again? Try that again.
13, 26, 39,
Perfect.
52, 65,
Yep.
78, 91, 100, 1, I'm on the round two, 100, 140.
No, 117. Okay, we will do 13s later. Just keep count the 15s, please.
Oopsie.
15s.
15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105, 120, 135, 150, 165, 180, 195, 210, 225.
Let's do the squares. Up to 15.
1, 4, 9, 6, 10, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, 144, 160, 196, 225.
Cubes. Cubes to
1, 8, 27, 64, 125, 216, 343, 512, 729, 1,000.
okay, teaspoons and tablespoons.
3 tablespoons equal 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons equal 1 fluid ounce.
Liquid equivalents. Look up. Eyes up here. Liquid equivalents.
8 fluid ounces equal 1 cup. 2 cups equal 1 pint. 2 pints equal 1 quart. 4 quarts equal 1 gallon.
Linear equivalents.
Okay, 2.5 centimeters equal 1 inch. 12 inches equal 5,280 feet equal 1 mile. What?
Metric measurements. And speak louder. Speak clearly. Metric measurements.
Okay, 10 millimeters equal 1 centimeter. 100 centimeters equal 1 meter. 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer.
The area of a rectangle.
The area of a rectangle equals length times width.
The area of a
The
square.
area of a square equals length of a side square S square.
The
The area
area of a triangle.
of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. The
Area
area
of a
of a circle equals pi 3.14 times the radius square.
The
The
circumference.
circumference of a circle equals 2 times pi times the radius. Geometry.
Okay, what's the associative law?
The associative law for addition goes something like this. Opening parenthesis A plus B, closing parenthesis plus C equals A plus opening parenthesis B plus C closing parenthesis. The associative law for multiplication goes something like this. Opening parenthesis A times B, closing parenthesis times C equals A times opening parenthesis B times C closing parenthesis.
Good. What's the commutative law?
The commutative law for addition. A plus B equals B plus A. The commutative law for multiplication. A times B equals B times A.
The distributive law.
A times opening parenthesis B plus C closing parenthesis equals A times B plus A times C. The distributive law.
What's the identity law?
The identity law for addition states A plus 1 equals A plus 0 equals A. The identity law for multiplication states A times 1 equals A.
Very good. All right, Latin. Let's do Latin now.
Let's drink it up.
Quickly. All right, Latin prepositions. 60 more minutes on my memory card. Let's go. What's the Latin prepositions?
In a put with pairs reasoning without.
Latin conjunctions.
And but that said but.
Latin pronouns.
Latin pronoun. Take hope this is so ipsum him cui who's quod that am it illum him.
Latin verbs.
Era was soon. RS is when it came bear. Crowd and believe fact made misdescent. Comprehend it. Luca China flew with there with Latin verbs.
Latin nouns.
Latin nouns verb and word. Use damn deo God principio beginning omnia omnes all nihil nothing. Vita life looks like homo hominum man no man name testimony and witness. Illuminate light Johannes John tenor priest tenor bright darkness.
Good. Latin rules for verbs.
Latin verbs have different endings called conjugations.
Latin rules for articles.
Latin has no translation for the articles A and Z. These rules are observable in the passage you translate.
Latin rules nouns pronouns.
Latin rules nouns pronouns. Latin nouns and pronouns have different endings called declensions.
John 1:1. Sing it in Latin or English.
In principio erat verbum, et verbum erat apud Deum, et Deus erat verbum. Hoc erat in principio apud Deum, omnia per ipsum factum sunt, et sine ipsum factum est, nihil quo factum est, in ipsu vita erat, lux hominum, et lux in tenebris, et tenebrae non comprehenderent, fut hominis ad Deo, qui nomen erat Johannes, hic vena in testimonium, ut testimonium per de lumine, ut omnes criterum per lum.
Good. Now sing it in English.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This was with God in the beginning. All things were made through Him. Without Him nothing was made that was made. And in Him was life, and His life was the light of man. And the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. This man came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe.
Perfect. Good job with your lesson.
How many dollars do I get?
Oh, I don't know. $1 for every subject you finish mastering, maybe? Alright, science. Let's do
Four types
science.
of tissue. Four types of tissue are connective, epithelial, muscle, and nerve. Then
Which bones make up the
these
exoskeleton?
bones make up the axial skeleton, cranium, vertebrae, ribs, and sternum.
What are the 3 kinds of muscles?
3 kinds of muscles are skeletal, smooth, cardiac.
What are 3 parts of the nervous system?
3 parts of the nervous system are brain, spinal cord, nerves.
What are the 5 main senses?
The 5 main senses are sight, hearing, taste, smell, touch.
What are some parts of the digestive system?
Some parts of the digestive system are mouth, esophagus, stomach, liver, small intestine, large intestine.
What are 4 parts of the excretory
The
system?
4 parts of the excretory system are urinary tract, lungs, skin, intestines.
What are 6 parts of the circulatory
6
system?
parts of the circulatory system are heart, arteries, veins, capillaries, red and white blood cells, platelets.
What are 4 parts of the lymph system?
The 4 parts of the lymph system are lymph vessels, lymph nodes, spleen, thymus.
What are some parts of the respiratory system?
Some parts of the respiratory system are nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli, lungs.
What is the endocrine system?
The endocrine system is glands and organs that use hormones to send messages through the bloodstream to the rest of the body.
What are the major purposes of blood?
The major purposes of blood are transportation, protection, communication, temperature regulation.
What's the atomic number?
The atomic number is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom, which is also the number of electrons in the neutral atom.
What's an element?
An element is a basic chemical substance defined by its atomic number and atomic mass.
What are some parts of an atom?
Some parts of an atom are nucleus, protons, electrons, quarks, leptons, neutrons.
What are the first 4 elements in the periodic table by number, element, and mass?
The first 4 elements of the periodic table by number, element, and mass are 1 hydrogen H1, 2 helium He4, 3 lithium Li7, 4 beryllium Be9.
What are the second 4 elements?
The second 4 elements are 5 fluorine F9.
No. 5.
5 boron B11, 6 carbon C12, 7 nitrogen N14, 8 oxygen O16.
What are the third 4
The
elements?
third 4 elements of the periodic table by number, element, mass are 9 fluorine F, 19, 10 neon Ne20, 11 sodium M. What's 11 sodium Ma23, 12 magnesium Mg24.
Good. What do the heavens declare?
The heavens declare the glory of God. Skies proclaim the work of His hands. Psalm 19, verse 1.
What is the theory of evolution?
Theory of evolution is the belief that life began as a chance combination of non-living things.
What is uniformitarianism?
Uniformitarianism is the belief that the Earth's past geological changes cause.
Slow down and try again. What is uniformitarianism?
Uniformitarianism is the belief that the Earth's past geological changes can be fully explained by current processes.
Good. What is catastrophism?
What is catastrophism? Catastrophism is the belief that the Earth's past geological changes were caused by sudden violent changes in the Earth's surface.
What is natural selection?
Natural selection is the idea that the fittest survive and pass along their traits to their offspring.
Good. What is good science?
What is good science? Good science is the constant search for accurate information.
Very good. Do you want to? Let's go back to science. Skip counting the 13s. The
That
only
is not
part-
science, that's math.
Oh, sorry, math. This skip counting 13s. The only one.
13, 28,
No. Do you want me to help you? 13, 26.
6, 30, 9, 52, 65, 78, 91, 104, 100, 17,
17.
130, 154,
No, 143,
43,
156, 169. Do you need to? Will remembering the song help you? Yeah. All right, good job. You just missed 1 card out of
Okay,
the
I'm just this close. 1 week close to memory mastery. And it's next Monday. Eek! Okay, bye-bye, guys. Mom, are you going to post this on Facebook?
Do you want me to?
Yes. Okay, bye-bye. Kisses.